Well, you probably noticed that I have some glare going on here and I can't really fix it because now I finally have some glass. Finally got my windows reinstalled. And it looks pretty good. We did the front windshield. We did my two side corner windows. And we did my back window. The guys came out here and did a really nice job. Someone had previously replaced this window, and the guy said that they used the wrong sealant for this. They used a kind of sealant like they used on like the back window of a early Mustang, I think they said. But anyhow, how they did it was they cleaned the entire window, and then they did the same with the window channel, you know, the frame that it rests on, and then they laid down this sealant. And then they just pressed the window on it and done. Well, they also had to shim up the windows, and they had to install these clips first. Because if you don't install these clips, there's a chance that their sealant and other chemicals that they had to lay down for tacking fills up that channel, so then these clips don't want to go in there that well. So clips went in at the end, so now I just need to paint my trim and install it. And same with the back. Someone had removed the shims on my back window. I'll show you what they're supposed to look like. These are the shims that are supposed to be on here. These are like yeah, this one's plastic. Some might be aluminum. Anyways, there should be two or so of these, and they just slide in on top of the little pegs they got there. So that just slides in, and then the window only goes down yay far. But I only have one of these, so they used a couple of rubber stubs and worked out just fine. It's the same thickness. So they did a great job with that. So yeah, I'll show you what the clips will look like, and I'll include a number of the clips used or needed in the video description. But oh, that one's all gummed up. I'll grab you a nice one so you can see what I'm talking about. But there are the two clips. You can see this one has a rounded top and a slightly different look to it. This one's all squared. Most of the clips are these squared ones. My car had 4 of these round ones on there, and I don't know why. I have no idea why they used 4 of these round guys instead of using all these. Maybe when they did the back window, they pulled out a few of these because they rotted or got lost or whatever, and then all they had to replace them with were these round ones. Anyhow, like I said, I'll count them up and I'll include them in the description for you. For the back window, it didn't have the striping on it, so they went in and they feathered a nice black line all the way down on the inside of my window, all the way back up around. Looks really nice. Matches my front now. The guys were really nice. They showed me how to do all of this. So someday I could do it all myself, but as far as the windshield and rear window installation goes, probably just hire them to do it. They have more tools than I do. These back windows, these corner windows were interesting because there's already a pre-made gasket that the window sits in. With this gasket, you do the old rope trick that you see guys do on like Mustangs and Beetles and other old cars from the 60s, 70s, whatever. So on the back side of this, there's I'll show you here. The window gasket looks like this. Probably can't see it all that well, but it wraps all around the inside of the window flange. And then there is a channel in it to fit the flange, obviously. So here's the inside. See, it's got that rounded flange all the way around it. So you put rope in that channel, wrap the rope around twice, and then you cover this thing in a lubricant of some sort. You want to use something real nice and wet and movable. And you of course install these when the window is in them. You won't be able to put the window in the gasket once the gasket's in the car. So you put the window in the gasket, and you put the entire thing inside the car. So you just press it up against the car. You have someone on the inside pulling that rope all the way around, working that seal over the body flange while someone's pushing it in, and then it should just take in. Now to remove these, again, this is the inside here. So to remove these, you need to take a metal probe or something and pull this bottom lip up while you're pushing the window out. You need to be pulling this up. That's probably a two-person thing, but once you get this bottom out, the entire window will pop out at the bottom, and being that it's smaller up top, it'll slide right on out. That's important. Prying on it on the bottom with a screwdriver, that's how I got this one out, but that's how I broke this one. I went just a tiny bit too far, and I heard a click, and and I froze there. Half a second later, the whole window went exploding into the inside of my car, so I had to replace it. So again, don't pry with a screwdriver to scooch this up and out. So just fold this back while you're pushing out. So I'll show you the other side here. I don't think I have it pushed in all the way. Maybe I do. This channel's from a different car, and of course there's variants in the car's manufacturing process. But anyhow, yeah, once you get the window in, you need to tap on it like this. Don't do this. Do it like this. Disperse even pressure all along both the window surface and the gasket surface to seat it in all the way. Your gasket here should be flush or almost flush to your trim piece here. And then you should be able to see a little bit of blue on the top lip of this from a vertical angle. So that's how they did all of that, and that's how I guess I can do all that. Yeah, really nice guys. They left me with a neat tool to help do some of this stuff, and one of the guys was the father of one of my classmates. Real cool guys. But anyhow, yeah. Now that these windows are in, I can put in my big interior panels and keep cooking along with the restoration. I had asked them about the window track. They said there's no way at all they can get that window track in. Well, one of the guys, he used to install these EXP and Escort windows all the time, and he said they're all the same. The window channel in here is just a one and done universal part, and he said he has no way of replacing it at all. But I did find a company that still makes universal channel of that profile to fit this car. So he said go with it, so I'll order it this winter and cut it up, throw it in. I did measure out the window channel for a Mustang, but it sticks out about that far from the body, so I don't know if that affects how the window seats or not. It obviously affects the look, and I don't know if it changes down here or not. But it's built in with a sharp curve here and a gentle one here, which again may affect window seating. But I have no idea how it works down in here for this 2.5 inches of flat. Let's see. Oh, and one other thing, I forgot to make a video on it before they put the glass in, but I wanted to point out the drain holes in the Ford EXPs, or at least in the windows real quick. So there is a gap here between the top cowl and the body. You need to leave that there, do not fill it in with goop. That's to get the water in this channel out of the car. And same up here. There we are. There's a hole there, and a hole there, to do the same thing. Any water that gets down in here goes into there, enters the cowl, leaves the cowl out through the side. In the rear, they don't have that. Water will just fill up this channel. I'll just keep filling up until it overfills these corners and it rolls on out. But if you're moving, it shouldn't be an issue. Water should just work its way up and over the sledge and then down your deck. These windows, however, if yours leak for whatever reason, you need to look where they're leaking, because right in here, they put a hole in this tray to let water run down here, and then it reaches the hole and then it drops straight down to the bottom of the car, and then it exits right out of the rocker panel. You can see these holes. They're teardropped like that, so as long as you're going forward, water will roll right out of that. It's very interesting. I think our Ford Contours have it. I know my dad's Mustang has it, 1965. But anyways, you cannot put any sealant inside or outside this gasket. If you put any sealant around this gasket or in this gasket, your window will not come out. So do not put anything there. There should only be the gasket and the window, nothing else. And again, if you're leaking, you can go inside the car. You can get a screwdriver or a spade or whatever, and you can manipulate this some so that the window scooches down or up or to the sides, whatever you need to stop the leak. And the hole that's there, you don't want to block that. Water is designed to come in here, go down that hole, and exit itself from the car before it rusts out these windows. Someone previously on my car had filled up those drain holes, so water couldn't escape. That's why I had to pull out these windows. The metal was turning brown under here. Rust had ate through the paint, so I had to pull these out. I removed all the rust, treated it, painted it, and then I was able to put these guys back in. So, that about does it. Like I said, I'll get to work on them sometime soon. I have to finish the top drip tray, do all my window trim, mirror, window channels, window sill, and then all my interior stuff. And I have to finish body fit and painting my last couple pieces of black, and then we're good to go out on the road come spring. So, I got a long winter ahead of me, and in a few weekends' time, this will be all done. So, we'll see you then.